All right, welcome back. Well, today we're not going to do a boot check or a watch check because it's too hot out. It's too hot to wear boots, so we're going to check out a Northeast Ohio garden and also smoke a special Fuente here. And all the puppies. There's Daisy. Say hi, Daisy. There's the good boy, Watsy, the chocolate lab. And the greyhound just sleeping. Another greyhound over there. But as I said, too hot today. Gotta wear Crocs. But it is a special event today, so I'm going to celebrate by having one of these Destinos, the Fuente Opus X. I don't know. Let's see. If we can focus. Focus. All right, Destino. El Siglo, I guess. So, in any event, I think I've had one before, and for some reason, I don't remember it being that great, but this is my Fuente collection, so I've not really broke into it. I'm going to do so today, and we'll light it up and go check out the garden. Soon, I'll do a special video, though, of this 50-year Padron humidor that's quite amazing. Give you a sneak peek. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. So, anyway, we'll do another full video on that. But so, let's light her up. So, upon lighting it up, it's one of the reasons you find these rare Opus X, because it's just a different flavor. It's a good flavor, really good. Happy with the draw and the flavor right away. So let's head out to the garden. So here we are outside, and got a fenced-in garden. You need that, Northeast Ohio. Keep him out of there for sure, but also to keep rabbits, deer, a lot of deer out in those woods. So I had chicken wire around it, but I got this more heavy-duty wire and used these posts and kept the chicken wire behind it so that it would keep the rabbits, because this fencing's wide enough rabbits would get through, so you need sort of a double layer there. But as you can see, what I did was I made some walking paths. I think that's important in a garden, and eventually this will be much more of a raised garden. So I do compost, and every year as I get more dirt, I fill in and build these up, and then use some wood to kind of build up smaller walls there. Eventually need to get some more wood, but so use some mulch, some cedar or cypress mulch to lay out some paths, and I think it just makes it easier to walk around a weed, put it in different sections, and then it's also more manageable to work on. So the first part here, always difficult for me to grow successfully, are peas. I like sweet peas. You can see them there. Got kind of growing up that trellis, but I don't know if it's the climate. It gets too hot. I'm not sure exactly why I've not been real successful. I'll get like one fairly small batch of peas, and that'll be it. But we'll try it again this year. Next to that, some plant called a sweet pea. I got these in Amish country. Get most of my plants locally grown in Amish country. Pretty good stuff. So I don't know what that sweet pea is. I thought it was regular pea, but it looks more like a tomato. So we'll see. And then next to that's green beans. Beans do pretty well, but again, either deer or birds got them. in the past. Next to that, got small batches of spinach growing up. Here, I don't know what this is, honestly. It almost looks like celery. I didn't plant it. It was there. It might just be a weed. But I'm going to let it grow, and we'll see if it produces something like celery. Lettuce is always a huge crop here. Grows very well. These I've already cut. These have been in the ground less than a month, and I've already had 2 or 3 cuttings out of them. Not huge cuttings, but enough, and so they're growing back. That's why it's pretty small. But lettuce, and then you can see kale. So I have different types of lettuce, butter crunch, I think some romaine. But, you know, lettuce is so good for you. Not a huge fan. When I go out, I don't crave a salad, but, you know, if I make my own, I tend to eat it. So here along this row, the other reason I kind of like to do these rows is that you can utilize space differently. So this is just the last row on the edge of the yard, and I put in peppers there. So mostly green peppers, some yellow. So we'll see. They're pretty small. Again, this is, you know, about a month into planting. So we'll see how they come about. Again, some different types of lettuce right there. Kale. And we'll get on the other side and talk about those herbs over there. Again, more peppers. I was running out of room, so I doubled up. And here, I think that's at least along a lot of that. I'll have to check to see, but some of that's Brussels sprouts, and I believe broccoli growing up there. And then we'll see if the Brussels sprouts will go up that trellis or not. Had a lot of success. These are real interesting. I love asparagus spears, if you can see them. You know, they take, let's see, there you go. They take about 3 to 5 years to grow, to produce. So I've had some in the ground. I put some more in. And they just come up, you know, randomly. And they don't do a whole lot, but they're really tasty. Really good for you. So it's kind of a no maintenance deal. Just kind of keep the spot clear for them. First time growing strawberries. So very small. We'll see. This was the lane that got the latest compost dirt from last year. So we're building that up. I figured, let me put strawberries in. Pickles over here. Cucumbers, I guess, small cucumbers. Will turn into pickle. There's your tomatoes back there. We'll see that on the other side. And then over here, I actually added a new area. Step back and give you a view. Because growing out here, zucchini, squash, just grows fantastic. And it just takes up a lot of room. So again, they're starting to spread. And I anticipate they will take up this whole area here. I mulched off a little bit, kind of a weeded area. So I dug up the ground here. This was grass. Dug it up just to make this extra area, and I figured I'd do it when I put in a new fence. So I got kind of a fence, chicken wire behind that. But so cucumbers over there, zucchini, squash, some butternut squash, some chestnut squash. So usually grows great. It's really, the squash is great on the grill. Zucchini, you know, is great also on the grill, cut up. This is mint. Mint, be careful. If you grow mint, it'll go crazy. You can see. So I have its own little box for it. It's already kind of taken over the box. And then there's some, this is a chocolate mint. That one right there in front of the tomatoes, if you can see it. So it's kind of been taken over. There's some chocolate mint mixed in here. But the regular mint is just crazy. So I'm afraid to grow it, quite frankly, because well, you can see there's semblance of it there. It just, you have to contain it, otherwise it'll take over everything. So you can see how big. Now what do I do with it? I don't know, it smells good. I've made tea out of it before you can dry it out. So, but I mean, I just planted a little bit a couple years ago and it's going crazy. So here are the tomatoes. I moved them. I used to have them up front. They say sometimes to move where you plant things. So in the back I had this nice row back here. The soil's not that great back here. I need to really work on this soil, but tomatoes, we'll see. You know, they're pretty small plants yet. We'll see how they come. So over here, sweet potatoes, Amish country. Never grew those. Down in Amish, in one of the stores, I got some sweet potato roots, extra lettuce that I bought at the store, planted to see if it'll come up. Cauliflower over here, and one of my favorites, kohlrabi. So kohlrabi is like a radish, turnip type of thing, but it's really good. Just cut it up, eat it cold. It's not real spicy. So my sister had extra cauliflower plants, so I planted those. And here's sort of the spice row. Got some chives, some garlic. There's Waddy chasing a butterfly. I don't think you're gonna get it, Waddy. You might. Chives, we got all kinds of spices in there. We'll walk in, and then back to the peas. So anyway, that's the garden, and my sister's coming. So there goes Waddy. Hope she doesn't run him over. Waddy, come on, Waddy. So anyway, I guess that's a good time to end the video. So I hope you enjoyed the garden in Northeast Ohio. Next time, we'll see you soon.